Staked in earning interest. Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Viber Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Viber Finance. We are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Viberville. Decided to do an afternoon stream today because this shit is so important. If you've been watching the channel, I told you in 2022 when Solana was $9, buy it right now. Everyone was fighting it. I said, buy the shit out of it. Buy it now. We bought it and we rode it up to 210 and we rotated into XRP at 40 cents or like 38 cents. And guess what? Solana still has not broken that high it made earlier this year. Everyone's freaking out. And it was the distraction for everybody. And when people find out what's coming, they are going to freak out. They're going to be so mad because everybody lied to their faces. How could you not tell us all this shit was coming? What the hell? And people are going to get stuck missing out, and it's going to get bad for them. But you know what? You're here now. You're paying attention, and you're going to be the 1% that goes ahead or is ahead of the curve and goes against the grain and isn't here saying, oh, Bitcoin's going to $600,000. Da-da-da-da-da. Man, those poor guys. Oh, wow. Look at this. It's a great day in crypto. Got greed. Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm on the out. Oh, shit. Sorry. Wow. We rolled over again. We'll get used to it, guys, because we're going to have, like, I've been the perma bull, but I need to start. I'm just looking at the macro right now. Like, everything on the surface looks so bullish on PulseChain, in TitanX, the utility coins. Everything's there. We know it's just a matter of time, but that's where it's out of our control. There's nothing we can do to get liquidity into these markets. Shit has to break. And that's what we're going to talk about today. The reverse carry trade we saw last year when that started unwinding, what happened. And that's going to be a catalyst. But let's go, man. I'm going to show you something really funny. This is Crypt Banter's boy, Fefi. I like this guy. I actually like him. But working for Banter, he's not allowed to talk about, he literally hates XRP. And it's the funniest thing. But this was his stream on Sunday.
Guys, here's the reality. I lost faith in crypto. That's the honest truth. That's just the honest truth. We can go back and forth and here and there, but that's the reality. And it's not a clickbait shit, and it's not what you think, and it's not flip-flopping, and it's not the usual, oh, the influencers are calling for the top. And that's none of that shit. It's just, I'm just full of this idea of an off-season is coming, and then PvP, people rugging completely each other, presidents launching meme coin, countries launching meme coins. We're talking about AI agents in the future when it's just a GPT-4 shit on the back end. What on earth is exactly happening? So that is what I'm going to talk about today. This is a little bit of a different show. I'm a little bit mad. That's the honest truth. I'm a little bit mad. We have a lot of stuff to talk about as well. Obviously, the show is going to be covering the usual stuff as well. We're going to talk about the news from the back. All of them are zero.
Well, this is the rant I wanted to get.
We had the President Donald Trump, right? Trump coin. Then we had Melania coin. Then we had the founder CZ's coin. This what is the name of that dog? I don't even know. I've forgotten that. Broccoli. Then we had the African Republic launching its coin. Then we had Argentina's president launching Libra. All of them are zero.
And your asshole boss, Gummy and Baked, zero.
Zero. Okay. So if you look at this chart here, this is what you're dealing with. Okay, this is what you're dealing with. I'm going to tell you, you don't see it because I'm here at the bottom. Let me just move myself here to the freaking middle. So you see that this is the inflows to the ETFs, okay? The total inflows to the Bitcoin ETFs. Then you have $10 billion in Tether fees. Okay, this is how much Tether is making. And there's $5.6 billion. That is Solana rugs. What on earth is happening? Also, if you've got kids in the house now, get them out because I can't promise you I'm not going to swear, okay? So you've got 4.24 billion as Bitcoin fees, 3.81 billion as Uniswap fees, and there's 3.13 billion ETF inflows. That means that there is about a 60% more amount extracted from Solana rugs than there was inflows into the ETF. OpenSea's fees 2.8 billion, Aave fees 1 billion. when I saw this, and the whole thing you have to understand is coming together like everything. Okay, so I've been on the NFT conference and I talked to the ordinals guys, and I've like really been orange pilled for real. But that's another story that I'm going to tell you later. But if you look at what really happened on the weekend, I know we have what is the vote here? I put up a vote here that asks you if you have heard about, have you guys knew that meme coin that launched on the weekend? What was the vote? How many?
Hey, asshole. 6 months ago, I put this video out. Only 405 people watched it. Look at this. 6 months ago.
Sacrifice decentralization for security and scalability in its underlying design. In 2022, the blockchain went down at least 9 times. And I defended it, saying that it's still in beta mode, basically, allegedly, that if you're going to have it go down now, you're going to have to do it while you're trialing the network. So having basically beta mode for a couple of years and they fix it, okay, great. I thought that could potentially be the case when I was bullish on Solana in 2022, when it was $10 and I was telling everyone to buy it. I bought a big bag and I trust capital and it 20x'd. So that was a great little 20x when the market was doing.
Right here, though. What does this fucking say? Starting with a blatant fraud at birth of the Solana project. In early 2020, the Solana team stated the supply was 8 million. However, in reality, the total supply was actually above 20, betraying the promises of the original investment terms. So they shut down a bunch of times. I recognized this with doing 10 minutes of research. I started finding all this shit on Solana. The wash trading, out of control on Solana. These pairs right here are complete rug pulls, and they're showing hundreds of millions of dollars in volume. My stupid ass was able to figure all this out right here. So how the hell, buddy, did you not see any of this coming? Or were you paid to talk about it because you had your shitty meme coins at your company that you launched? Like, what the hell? How do people not see this shit coming? It blows my mind. It's crazy. The entire mainstream is delusional. They have it all backwards. They're sitting here shilling Solana, and now they're going to make an example of it. What are they going to do next? Now everybody's hurt. Everyone's pissed. They're going to come down and start cracking down on these people, I think. And they're going to start dropping lawsuits on these influencers. And people are going to start running the hills from memes, just as what happens. The black swan in crypto. And we have a blood moon coming up March 14th. So I don't know if we start pumping right now hard, that's going to be a bad day. And with what's happening with the reverse carry trade about to unwind, that's going to be the black swan that one person I know is talking about. Shout out to my man, Jake Claver. Follow him if you want to follow someone with real alpha that knows what they're talking about and brings it with facts and real life meetings and people he knows and went to conferences and spoke to, not just bullshit. The average American right now does not have $500 in their savings account. They're desperate out here. People can't buy and hold. They want to. In a perfect world, I would love to have my bags and just put them away and forget about them. But we all know somebody that's had to sell their bags to live. And I think that's part of this whole thing going right now. Let the memes get out of control. Let people really feel hurt. And the people that are trying to hold on to their bags, they're going to get shaken out because of life expenses. And if we keep this going on long enough, we'll get enough people out. That's just how it is. Life's a bitch. And we all know somebody that sold their crypto or doesn't have their bags to live off of. And this market is going to be so different. Imagine when the new SEC chair, when he comes in and Ripple, they dropped the Ripple case, and now all of a sudden, instead of being public enemy, they're now cheered for, and Ripple is now the hero, and the media is now shilling them, and it's a complete change in narrative. This right here was the ultimate like top signal for Solana, in my opinion, and for memes in general. He freaked out, Banter freaked out. Like, there were so many people going crazy out here. I told you 6 months ago, Solana was the biggest scam. And I saw this 3 days ago. This ZBEX. I was like, this is an awesome project. It looks cool. I saw it was built on Solana. I'm fading it. No, it is. It looks like a good project, but I'm not going to Solana. I don't care. There's so much other shit that's going to be here long term to go to Solana versus Hedera, Stellar, the XRP Ledger, Cubic, Flare. I don't know. Good luck. You know, the memes over there, dumb and damp. I think that's dumb as fuck for even talking about them. That's my opinion. But everyone do you. What up, Goo God? Yeah, just bought more Clearpool and Miggles. And yeah, Miggles, that's the meme you want to buy right there. Why? Because it has a huge upside. Massive speculation. It could get listed on Coinbase. Lots of influencers talking about it. It's at the bottom. That's when you buy. What's up, Caparaga? Happy Tuesday, everyone. Man, when you're in the trenches, you don't even know what day of the week it is. Yup. Or if you're Uncle Dave, yeah, you could lose track of the days. From Tranya. Yeah, Fefe, yeah, he's one of Banter's boys. Like, look, he's shilling some freaking, I don't even know what they are. If you go in his description here, first thing I guarantee you is leverage trading right there. Follow Fefe, subscribe, featured, Ordinals bot. Here's your exchanges right there, right at the top. Your exchange, your way to go get destroyed. And I know I can win at trading. I made 5 successful trades. I lost 2 of them. I turned $200 into 384 on just very small shit. But I don't want to do it. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to even go down that route because we don't need to. I've done the research to where we can just find the winners. It was called Solana a distraction, at least. Yeah, 6 months ago. Exactly. 6 months ago, I put that stream out that it's a complete scam. I swapped my Phantom to Sonic a few weeks ago. Completely missed out on the deck. Shadow, waiting for a good entry. Yeah, bro. And I like the rebrand a lot. Some of my friends really like Phantom. And that's my exact strategy. Not on that chain, but on XRP, I own Sologenics. On PulseChain, I own PulseX. So I like the dexes. On what is it? X swap on XDC, I own a bag of. Saucer swap on Hedera. No, I like that plan. I don't know much about it, but I think that's good, bro. Wait for an entry. I don't think you can go wrong with a dex on Phantom, unless they have like established 2 or 3 dexes over there. Then maybe think twice, but I don't know much about Phantom, bro. Or Sonic. I wish I did. Yep. Still tip. Me too. There you go. I am so happy for you, Tiff. Legit happy for you. Because this is how you need to play crypto. You need to be buying the coins right now where we've done the research. We've established so many reasons why it could be successful in the future. They're building like crazy. They're hiring the smartest people in the world to work for them. And that's all you can ask for. But no one in the mainstream is talking about it. Everybody is talking about, virtuals or I don't even know what the mainstream AI coin is. Tau, I would say. Probably Tau. Yeah. But Cubic, to me, I sleep good at night owning that coin, and I'm buying more of it too. I am legit. I've been buying more Cubic. I bought a little more Clearpool a couple weeks ago, and just like the utility coins, you can't, in my opinion, you cannot go wrong adding to the blue chips in your portfolio, especially when they're on dips like this, like Clearpool. I know Goo God's been trading it up and down, and if you look at the RSIs, you can see it going up and down, like on a monthly or on the daily chart, and you can easily swing trade these, but I just don't like it. I always have that feeling that, okay, I know it's going to come back down and pop back up. It's range bound, but I always get this feeling when I sell here, it's going to dip. I'm going to wait for it to come down here where I know it is, but it's going to start ripping. And this is going to be the time it starts pumping. I got to get over that fear. But I don't need to be trading. So in a perfect world, yeah, but I don't want to be bringing on more risk. I'd rather be bringing in more reflections right now and bringing in more passive income. Yeah, bro, no problem. That's a good strategy though. Everyone needs the DEXs, and all of crypto is going decentralized. So everything is going to be on DEXs. Like all the primary exchanges are going to get weeded out, except like Coinbase, Kraken, probably Gemini, because they're going to be banks too, where you're going to have banking services and crypto services right there. And then Twitter is going to become a WeChat too. Like, guys, shit is going to change so much in the next 2 to 3 years. And I promise you, Bitcoin is Napster. I promise you. It's Napster, okay? What's the upside right now? $1 million? You got a 10x. Cool. 11x from right here. Cool. Wait until stablecoin legislation is out. Something huge in the background is happening. The market just doesn't feel right now. Something just feels off. And I've heard a lot of people say the same thing. The charts don't look right. It feels manipulated, and it just doesn't feel right. I don't know if that's Trump and Elon. They got something planned, but with what they're doing now, going around the government, becoming the heroes where everyone's cheering them on because they're finding all this money, they're stopping all this. What happens when they slowly come out with like, all right, we're gonna usher in CBDC real quick when everyone's super euphoric because they just took down Q and they took down the Fed or whatever. That's when they're gonna usher in something sneaky. So be careful. You got to be in the right coins this cycle. There's so much, unless there's a crackdown on stable coins that happens. On meme coins, then yeah, shift the utility, but it's going to happen naturally. It's where the money's going to flow. And RH on the counter side, what he's building with PulseChain, like that is the polar opposite. It is the yin and to the yang of XRP and Ripple and Hedera and Stellar. It's real DeFi that nobody can touch. Oh man, my gem Nexion's coming down. Who's selling Nexion right now? Like seriously, who's selling a 220K market cap where like 14% of the supply is burnt? They got awesome volume, new pairs coming, and it's brand new. Like I just don't understand. Like that's society right now, I guess. Like people are not the same as they were 4 years ago, where you bought your 10 coins and you held them and you got in your Discord and, rallied with the troops. This is just different. I don't know. This does not feel right. Something feels off. And the more I had this feeling in the past, everything turned out to be right. From all the stuff on PulseChain to feel on TitanX when the mining went dead 4 months into it. And everyone was like, oh man, the short-term mining's, that's what we should have done. Well, the long-term minings ended up being just fine. So you got to have that feeling of uncomfortable. That's the X's right there of you saying, man, I'm holding this coin because I just have a feeling that it's going to do well. It's got so much going for it. How is this garbage pumping this hard? Because it's not real. It's manipulated. Exactly. Manipulated. Yeah, crypto's like the ocean. I don't know what makes the waves, but I know I got to hang on. Exactly, bro. You hang on right there and you catch the right wave. That wave can take you a mile all the way to shore, or you catch the wrong wave and that will slam you and dump you. So that's a good analogy. We're going to pump so hard on PulseChain and the FUD now with Rackham. Like that shit is crazy. I got, oh man, I don't know if I like that tweet or not. I forget who it was. Psych ward locked me in, got jumped in my sleep, made it out anyway. Some people break, some don't. Are you kidding me? This can't be real. Is he just like, I mean, that's a real black guy, I guess. He looks like he just went on a bender for 3 days, not a psych ward. Like he punched himself in the face, went on a meth bender. Good golly, Bitboy. His hair all fell out too. Jeez Louise. Poor guy. But man, there was a really good post about Ractum and him holding the chain hostage. And that it's going to be a long time for the core 4 holders. Delta plane crashes at Toronto airport. Are you serious? What? What the? His landing gear was on and everything. What? It just smashed into the ground? Dude, that's crazy. All right, yeah, I'm not going to find it, but Ractum, he's holding the whole chain hostage. And I guess what Richard is doing now with all the staking, he's doing it to dilute Rackham, apparently. That's what this was saying. I'll bring it up on the next stream. I can't find it now. But, man, it's crazy in the trenches. I'm telling you. You just got to hold through. When it hit the ground, I think a wing came off or something. Jesus. Yeah, I didn't even. That's how out of the loop I am with the mainstream. Like, I don't watch any news on the TV. My news comes from truthers on Twitter. Yup. Icky Yick. What's that? A new meme coin? All right, I'll FOMO in. I'll FOMO into it. But guys, this H bar is looking so good right now. Like, do you guys see who's on their governing council? And there's FUD going out that, they just have their governing council here as like a publicity stunt, just so they can go around and they can tell people that the biggest corporations in the world are their partners. Well, what I'm hearing is a majority of the Web3 apps that are coming in the future are going to be built on Hedera. When Google builds all these apps built on Hedera. Why? Because they have fixed fees. You know how much it costs per transaction. And that's huge. Hedera's working with Ripple and Algorand for the digital IDs and the digital recovery. That's going to be huge too. Guys, all these things tied together. And like all at once, they're going to just start magically falling in place. Like, how did this happen? And I'm here every day asking myself, okay, if I'm seeing this and if someone's telling me this is going to happen, where's the counter side to it? Where's the people saying it's not going to happen? And when I go to these people that FUD XRP and Ripple, like, guys, it's like talking to a child. Like, there's people vibrate on different frequencies. And I don't know if you being more in tune, you're a higher frequency or a lower, but I'm telling you, the gap is just ridiculous in the frequency level. These people, how their IQ level, the way they think, it's bad. And I guess when the average American's reading level is 4th grade, you have a big problem. I mean, in 20 years, it's gone to shit. And that's why there's no attention spans and no one can hold the coin anymore. Like, this just makes it easier for us. Dumb and damper on PulseChain. Oh, shit. If they came from that RH deployer wallet that launched Most and Cardano and the other ones, yeah, I'd take a look at it. But I'm over the memes on right now. Like, I don't need to chase random stuff. Like, I would much rather go hard into Nexion. Like 2 years ago, when PTGC was out, a month in, would you have been better off screwing around, looking at memes, trying to trade them, or accumulating PTGC and buying $10 a day? What would have been the better move? And Nexion is the same thing as PTGC blended with some of the TitanX stuff. So I think it's even better. So I'm putting stuff where there's opportunity where I don't have to do shit. So everyone can bro, you are not bullish on eHex. I think you're trolling, bro. I've only seen you say that on every stream in the entire community. But guess what? I am too. Because the amount of eHex to pHex I own is about 10 to 1. Maybe even more. Maybe even 12 to 1. Because I think they are gonna be very close. Just like a year and a half ago, if you said Pulse and PulseX are going to be close to 1 to 1 in a couple of years, people would have laughed at you when the ratio was 4 to 1. And now we're at like 0.7. And it just happens over time. And Hex is going to do the same thing. Same thing. What are your thoughts on Hyderabad in the next couple of days? I have no idea what that is. Hyderabad? I don't know. Meme coins have got to store. They need to make it away from the meme coins, not to be rug pulled. Yeah, meme coins in general got to go. Unless you're a Miggles, unless you're a teddy bear, unless you're a blue chip meme, they're going to be gone anyway. So I'm not even worried about it. It's going to happen. It's all going to happen, guys. Because right now, I'm telling you, Hedera, look at it. You need to think for the future. In 3 years, when you walk out in public and you're at the mall or something, and there's QR code scanners everywhere. You're walking down the street and you pull out your phone and you scan something real quick. What's all that stuff going to be built on? Who's going to be processed? When we hop into a driverless car and we're inside of it and we want to take a detour, and so they need to add more money to it. Who's going to be processing those transactions? What's that AI going to be running on? That's what I think about. Instead of sitting here looking at Dumb and Damper, that's just dumb as fuck, in my opinion. You need to be thinking ahead of the curve. When I go to a business and they're cashless and they have a scanner code out there, again, a credit card machine, am I going to get rewards for using one? If so, when I fly on a plane and I download Delta's new app and their immersive app where my flight ticket, everything is on there, my beverage coupon, everything. I'm sliding my beverage coupon NFT. Who made that coupon, that NFT? Was it Block V? Was it a different company? Is Velo processing all the transactions? When you walk into 7-Elevens around the world, is it going to be Velo processing those transactions? That's what you need to be thinking about. That's how I think. So if you want it, like the meme coins is the distraction to keep you scrambling, chasing, and broke. Less than 1% of people win on them. I know. I know. And so there's the casino to gamble in, or there's the for sure what's coming, the entire world going digital, every stock being tokenized, every bond being tokenized, every house being an NFT on the blockchain with a digital title. Guys, that's how you need to be thinking instead of be caught up in these memes. Because right now, the biggest XRP whales are still buying. While these guys out here, he hates XRP. Hates it. I want to find where he talks about it. I'm not even care. It doesn't even matter. He refused to pull up the XRP chart. But the funniest thing is his buddy Sheldon over there, the sniper, that's his favorite coin right now. So Sheldon, the sniper, the trading guru, is now the biggest XRP bull because the chart looks so great magically. Meanwhile, on chain, the biggest accounts are still buying. And then when you have the media flipping, Ripple has $1 billion to spend, and then 1,700 banks, you guys find out in a month that they're all holding XRP and they've all been using it. to settle between them for the last 2, 3, 4, some of them back to 2018. Okay, do you realize the reason people? A lot of fun I see is, do you know that they deleted the first 32,000 blocks on the XRP ledger? Do you know why they did that? Because the entities that were involved would give it away on who was going to be the long-term winner, and it would have proven that Bitcoin is not the winner. So people would have been able to dig and find that out, and they deleted it. And yeah, I could be wrong. You're right. I could be wrong, but show me some proof that they deleted it because there was some errors or they had to roll things back. Or was it that the central banks and the biggest banks in the world and the Federal Reserve were all trialing the XRP ledger? I don't know. Or am I just crazy and Solana was the one? Or has Solana doomed retail on purpose? Crypto Banter, BitBoy, Lark Davis, Ivan's friend there, with Invest Answers, all of them. Raoul Pal. Hello, I'm Raoul Pal. I worked for Goldman Sachs 50 years, and I'm shilling you a rug pull. Oh, yeah, mate. I want to jump through my camera and choke that guy with his freaking lazy eye. His lazy eye is probably looking at the XRP chart. That's why. He's got the XRP chart in the background. He's trying to focus on his camera, but his eye keeps wandering away to that chart because he knows it's the one. And now Gary Cardone owns XRP as a hedge to Bitcoin. All these guys are such little snakes, and it's all on purpose. Focus over on this right here while the entire new financial system is built right in front of your face. But they have to tell us, because their religions or whatever, because of karma, they have to tell us what they're doing in some way, through The Simpsons, through media, through conspiracy, whatever. They have to put it out there for people to find. So at the end of the day, they can say, hey, it was there for you to find. What do you mean? It was all right there. We weren't lying. It was right here. And I found it. So why didn't you? Oh, my bad, bro. They sound like they're meme coins. But all right, I take that back. Dumb and damp. All right, I'm gonna have to look on them. The reflection coins. My bad. Hyderabad is a city in India. Islamabad is a city in Afghanistan. Great channel, here to learn. Appreciate you, big boss. I'm here to teach. I'm here. I spent the last 5 years every day. I wake up, start playing stream. I listen to Ivan in the morning, first thing, right when I wake up, see what he's doing. I'll check in with Sheldon the Sniper for a minute to see what coins he's shilling on his trading charts. Then catch some of Banter to see what he's doing, to figure out what not to do. Then check the news headlines. Then go on to Twitter, listen to some AMAs, just start going down rabbit holes, on whatever comes up. There's new information coming out every day. And I've been doing this for the last 5 years. So I want to share everything that I've learned with you guys so I can make it easy for you. So you can just buy the best coins and just wait, because I'm firsthand witness last cycle to we were in the same position in 2020 when everything was down at the bottom. I had found the best coins. I was freaking out, telling all my friends, go buy this, you got to get some of this shit. And eventually I annoyed the shit out of my friends so bad that they were like, all right, dude, whatever. All right. And my friends that bought $5,000 worth, $2,500 worth, put a half of ETH into like 10 different coins, because ETH was maybe $480 or $500 at the time. So a half ETH to ETH into 10 projects. And some of my boys had over 300K. So $5,000 into 300. And that was conservative. They didn't go degen. And that's just buying and holding. And myself, I got into PTGC at a 40K market cap. I had a couple billion coins. And I wish I had a tenth of that left. I took profits. I didn't realize it could do this well. I did, but these were my friends on the chain now that I was talking to. I didn't think my friends could build the best project on PulseChain. Boy, was I wrong. So now I've made that mistake of selling too early. And if it's the right coin, obviously with meme coins and stuff that's way overvalued and just going parabolic, yeah, take profits. But coins that are at the bottom now, that have been building for the last 5 years and are about to explode, the third cycle curse is actually the third cycle gift if you made it that long. That means you've been building and working for a long time. And then the fruits of your labor come to fruition. Things take time. Look at Hex. Yeah, it was kind of successful, but I think it's going to be 10 years. And that's when Hex is going to really start to thrive. That sounds crazy, but we're already going on year 6. So these things happen fast, but they don't. Like it's hard to come take this market by storm. And when XRP is done this cycle, it's going to be a different market, guys. And it's all going to start with the reverse carry trade unwinding. And we are so close to that. In Japan. It's the domino theory from Jake with the reverse carry trade unwinding. And it all starts here in Japan. We saw last year, I think it was August 5th or September 5th, when Japan increased rates, it caused chaos in Japan. 13% dip in the stock market in one day. So they had to stop. And I don't know what they did since, just kept things afloat. But now that we're cutting, the second we cut once or they raise again, that it's over. And what I'm hearing is the deep seek fakes and all of the tariffs putting pressure on the markets is all bullshit. They're all front running the reverse carry trade blowing up. And they're using that as the excuse. Because all you had to do, if you were a bank, a VC, a hedge fund, you could have got paid money to borrow yen. Japan's rates were negative. So you could go over there and they pay you 1% to borrow money. So there's they don't even know how much. I hear 5 million or 5 trillion. I hear 10 trillion plus, and I hear 40 trillion. Like it's that out of control. They don't even know, or they won't release to the public how bad it is. So once people borrowed that money, they got paid to do it for 1%. So then to swap it into dollars or whatever, you're now at even. You pay that percent, and you can now deploy that into wherever, treasuries, gold, stocks, crypto. It's free money. Well, now that's about to unwind. And Japan is the biggest treasury holder of the U.S. I think they have like $1.5 or $1.6 trillion in U.S. debt. And as soon as that rate goes up, that carry trade unwinds, you're going to start seeing a massive run. And at the same time, so they're going to have to start selling their U.S. debt. And I conveniently think all the BRICS countries are going to start selling at the same time. China, Russia, they're all going to start dumping. And that's going to cause a 2008 type event, in my opinion. I could be crazy, or we'll see. It's going to be a global credit crisis, a global debt crisis, however you want to call it. So all this trillions of dollars are now have to be the notes have to be repaid. So everyone that borrowed that free money, well, it's no longer free. You got to pay 1.5% to get back into the yen now because everyone's trying to do it. You're losing money because the interest rates just got raised. So you just lost 10% right there. Like it goes bad quick. And what I kind of had wrong before is I thought Tether was going to like collapse, and it's not, because he'll just say, oh, well, if something happens, they can just sell all their Bitcoin. No, they can't sell all their Bitcoin because it's locked up in the lawsuit with Celsius. So Tether is going to have a big problem. That's why I think they just moved to El Salvador. They did that because they know what's coming. And that's going to, when there's this global liquidity crisis happens, no one's buying the debt. They're going to have to usher in stablecoin regulation immediately. And what's that going to do? That's going to allow Amazon, Google, Tesla, Microsoft, every single corporation to issue a private stablecoin that you, the customer, can use with that company. And that's going to soak up all that debt. And they're going to eat all of these corporations that launch a stablecoin. They're going to be forced to back it with those treasuries. And that way it will, sorry, I was reading a stupid comment there. That was bad. I just pulled a straight up BitBoy. But yeah, so once all the treasuries, all these private corporations buy up the debt, like that stablecoin legislation is going to have to come through. And when that does, that's going to give the green light to sanction Tether. And why would all of the exchanges be delisting Tether if they didn't know something was coming? You tell me why every American and every European exchange delisted Tether. So something's going to happen to Tether, in my opinion. They're not going to be able to sell their Bitcoin. It's going to implode, and it's going to cause a huge drop in Bitcoin. All the exchanges are going to be screwed. They're not going to have liquidity. When Bitcoin starts tanking, everyone's trying to sell. We saw it last cycle. How many times did exchanges go down when stuff was pumping super hard or when it went down hard? They close it all down. And I think that's going to happen right around the same time. They're going to launch the ETFs, and that's going to bring a ton of liquidity into the space. And then all of a sudden, the 1,700 banks and institutions that all hold XRP, it's all going to be made public. And that's going to be the end of Bitcoin. You know, I don't think the ETF holders are diamond hands. If these guys saw a 10, 15% crash, they're going to start running for the exits. And also, too, when the reverse carry trade unwinds, they're going to have to start selling positions. And the lower the stock market goes, it's just going to be, what is it? An ICE 9 event, I think they call it, where everything just collapses at one time. And I don't think it was coincidence, or it's going to be coincidence. The whole point of this is right here. Project Ion. T+1 now. So 2 years ago, they went from settling in 3 days to 1 day. But in here, they gave the DTCC the option to settle instantly with a digital asset. And guess what asset that is? I'll just let you guess. And if you can go do the research, and it's right there for you to find. The DTCC, if they need to go to T+0 and have immediate settlement because the stock market's crashing, there's a liquidity crisis, whatever reason, there's an asset already there that all the banks hold that can be used for on-demand liquidity. So it's called Project Ion. This was the reason right here, or this was what it is. And it provides a parallel record and infrastructure for over 100,000 bilateral transactions settling daily in the DTC Classic Settlement System. And if you look into the DTCC, they've only ever mentioned 2 cryptos in their life: XRP and XLM. And when this happens, they're going to be deemed bridge currencies. It's already in the legislation. Go look. It's either the IMF or the BIS has already designated them as bridge currencies. People keep calling XRP a commodity or no, it's a currency. It's one of the few that's actually a currency. And then this is going to be what brings XRP to $50, $100 when this happens right here. See, Project Ion, baby. With R3 Corda, they built this. And R3 Corda is what they're using right now. All the banks, they settle on their private ledger, which is R3 Corda. And they already said once there's enough volume and liquidity on the XRP ledger, they will be settling there. It's all laid out for us. And I think this is how we get there. Is that the XRP with the trillion? No. So, bro, the XRP and the EXA and the escrow, no one knows what they're going to do. So, right, every month, Ripple sells a portion of that escrow to fund operations. I think it's $1 billion a month that they sell. So it used to be 40 billion. I think it's down to about 30 right now. JP Morgan went to Ripple and tried to buy the escrow from them. And when Ripple said no, the lawsuit came within a year. So JP Morgan wanted that escrow. What I think is going to happen is they're going to give it to Trump as part of the strategic reserve or something like that. I'm not too sure. I get tired of being dead balls. I know, bro. Exactly. Am I into XPR? No, bro. I thought that someone misspelled XPR the other day. I got to look into it. I really don't know. I wish I found this channel ages ago now. Still, hey, you're not too late, bro. I promise. If someone told you could have bought Bitcoin at $2, $4, $10, $30, would you have taken it? That's how you have to look at it. And it sounds crazy now, but ask people 10 years ago if Bitcoin could have got to $100,000. If in the in the late 90s, if you told someone there would be $1 trillion stocks, they would have laughed you out of the room. And Ripple is going to have a $250 billion market cap. And people are not going to understand what the hell is going on. Coldest right here. So for XRP's price to go past $10, $12, they're going to have it being used to settle the stock market, to settle DTCC, Swift, something. They need to be using it. Assets need to be brought on chain and being traded at high volumes. Something has to happen. It's not going to be retail that pumps it up. So when it goes to $100 plus, they're going to have the derivatives market on the XRP ledger. And they've been working on Coldest for 12 years. And they've been saying it's dead and it died in 2015. But then David Schwartz or Chris Larson said they brought it back in 2023, which it's all bullshit. They've been working on it the entire time. Coldest makes it easy to develop applications that are secure, independent, whatever. Smart programs can encode the logic of agreements or smart contracts, or their functionality can extend far beyond the realm of contracts. With Coldest, smart programs can hold assets of their own on any or multiple cryptography-based ledgers, such as Bitcoin and XRP. So if you go do some digging if you want into Coldest, but this is going to be the reason why it gets to massive prices. If they can settle the derivatives market on the XRP ledger. I know it sounds crazy, but it's probably 2 to 3 years away. But the stuff needs to happen with Japan. If that happens, if the reverse carry trade unwinds and it causes a liquidity crisis and everything starts to tank and they roll out stablecoin legislation and the XRP ETF right around then we're going to know I'm right. And if I'm wrong, I'll come on here and say, you know what? I was wrong as hell. And with Bitcoin or with Tether back in the day, I didn't understand. I thought when the carry trade would unwind, they're so big, they have so much US debt, they could never allow all that to hit the market. It would collapse everything. But I did not understand that they had all of these corporations lined up with their own stable coins ready to go to absorb all of that. So that's why like Axelar is such a good crypto. If you're looking for an altcoin, I love Axelar for that reason right there, because it's not going to matter where you have liquidity very soon. You'll be able to bridge to any chain at any point. Axelar is going to be that bridge to get from chain to chain. So I really like Axelar. That's one that I've been DCing into. It's literally at the bottom. So like, I really like this coin, in my opinion. You know, it's so, if you go on the YouTube and watch some of their, the CEO, some of his speeches at some of the last conferences, it just blows your mind. And there's like 46 views and the videos and the stuff with Stellar Development Foundation, where they're on stage talking about what they're built. Any transaction under $10,000 that's a micropayment is going to be on Overledger and Stellar. But like, I don't understand how when you do the research, it brings you to here. Like, if there was somewhere else to go, if there was a different conclusion, I would gladly be there. But I'm just hitting a wall at a certain point. And then I find people in the space that have hit the same wall. You recall Wales and Kareem talking for 2 hours on Quant Gang about Tether 3 years ago. I subsequently saw it as their planned demolition of the US. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's always been like a lingering issue on the whole market. Yeah. RLUSD is going to be huge too, bro. It's going to be a huge way to bring liquidity into the markets. How long before XRP is number one and it takes over the crypto market? That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know how long. I just told you what has to happen for that to play out. So the reverse carry trades got to unwind. This stable coin bill has to come out. The legislation has to come out, which will designate XRP and XLM as bridge currencies. And when the DTCC can't settle in T+1. So if you're trying to settle on a Friday, it won't happen until Monday. So that's a big problem. When they go to T+0, they have the option to do it with a digital asset, one only. And it's for a reason. And when you watch David Schwartz speak, or any of his speeches in the last 10 years, he always talks about one thing, the super DEX, the XRP ledger, where it will have the most liquidity, the least amount of slippage, and the best rates. And he doesn't lie. Like, the guy came from the NSA. Not pushing memes, reflection coins, PTGZ, UFO, Alien, Nexi, and Dumb all pay me. Hell yeah. Yep. No, bro, I appreciate that. I apologize. I thought Dumb and Dumber were meme coins. But no, I'm going to definitely look into those because I own PTGC. I got an airdrop of UFO and bought early. Got into Alien super early. I got the Alien airdrop because I owned UFO, I think, or I don't remember, but I was into all those. I got into Nexion like 5 days ago. I found it and really like it. So yeah, bro, I love Die Hard, getting the P-Dye reflections. You a Shogun. Yeah. I'll take it. No, I'm more of like a I like that. I like to say preacher. So XRP and XLM will be number 1 and number 2. I don't know. I don't think XLM will be I think XRP will be number 1. Yes, but I think there's going to be an AI coin that can get to $1 trillion market cap literally overnight. Like, it's going to be so crazy when AI is that good that you can just have it build you something. Redesign Algorand for me with this little tweak and see what happens. And like, people are going to be able to steal wealth or create an enormous amount of wealth overnight. So I think, yes, XRP is going to be number 1 at some point. I'm going to say this year, XRP will be number 1 at some point. I am 99% sure of that because everything is happening. The new SEC chair is super pro crypto. People from Ripple are put into place everywhere. I forget the name of the lady that Trump chose, but she used to work at Ripple. Rosie Rios on the dollar bills. She works at Ripple. The head of BlackRock's digital assets, he worked at Ripple. And why, if you worked at Ripple and went to BlackRock on LinkedIn, would you remove that you worked there? Like, who removes their previous work history on LinkedIn if you weren't told to do so? I don't know. That's all I know. Metallicus, XRP for FedNow, SA. Yeah, bro, I need to look into that because I own Stronghold. I have Velo. I got a bag of XDC. I got Sologenics, Corium, Pulsera. But yeah, bro, appreciate it. I'm going to look into it. I let myself get faded out of XRP. Well, I know, dude. It's crazy, man. Even my friends didn't listen to me for years, bro. It's hard because people don't. You guys, it's hard to just spend hours when you're super busy. You come back from work, you got stuff to do. The last thing you want to do is sit down and listen to a 2-hour stream of David Schwartz sitting on a stage talking to these guys in India. Like, it's brutally boring, but I love that shit. Like, that's the stuff that I'm obsessed with, that I go and find every day. You know, it's the Stellar Development Foundation on YouTube. Their videos get 100 views. It's so funny. The Hedera Council, their YouTube channel, gets nothing. So the mainstream, they fud it like crazy. The biggest names, they don't talk about it. And it's all for a reason, bro, I promise. Any thoughts on Sweet? Nobody I know has ever been like, bro, you take a look at this. But I do like that it's American. And when you have big influencers talking about it, but they're paid to, you know, is there loyalty there? I don't know. But it is good technology. It is American. I think it'll do well. It'll last. But if I had to choose between Sui and XRP and XLM and Stronghold and Sologenics and Saucer Swap and Hedera, I just can't. I have a hard time looking at Sui. If you're a compliant bug, you hold the big bro of ISO 22 coins. Yeah, it's your thoughts, thoughts. You know, I'm here to make money. I don't give a shit. I'm here to hold XRP, and once it is designated a tier 1 asset, redesignated a tier 1 asset like gold and cash, I'll be able to take my XRP, walk into a bank, or go into any decentralized crypto bank and get a loan out on it. So I've found a way to where I'll never have to sell my asset. I'm never going to have to be liable for taxes if Trump doesn't get rid of it. So that's my strategy. You know, the ISO coins I hold for the long term, but there's no really such thing. Like, by definition, it would be XRP and XLM only. It's just a messaging standard that they have to comply with. So your protocol or your blockchain has to allow for that ISO message. Now you're an ISO compliant block. Like, it's so stupid. But after you do the research, you just know who are the winners and who are the losers. And and I'm here to make money. I don't have millions in the bank where I can afford to miss out on what's going to be the next Bitcoin. Like, I'm pretty sure I know what's coming, and I'm taking full advantage of it. And then I'm going to go start a farm and start a community growing organic, raising organic beef, organic chickens, growing organic food, and starting local supply chains. And then I want every 6 hours a farm you can drive to where there's organic food, shelter, and good people. That's the dream. To take this money, follow the biggest money, the institutions, the smart money, piggyback off that, front run them where you can, and then build our own shit with it. I love Ondo. It's a chosen winner. Like, I love it because it's gonna win and make money. Like, that's how you have to look at crypto. You can't have these, like, I don't want just like an emotional attachment to a crypto. Like, I had that hard with XRP early, and then I was able to get past it with Hex, and then PulseChain. You know, I made the mistake of staking my Hex way too long and not having any liquid to sell. So that taught me to balance now. Look at XP. I definitely will, bro. Because I know Fed now it's going to be big. I know that's coming. It keeps getting delayed, but it's coming. Appreciate it, Oliverse. Facing admiralty. Facing reality, admiralty. 3 years trying to tell my friends to buy. Tough luck now. Yeah, bro. Then that's the thing. And then what's going to be funny is we're going to be told we were lucky. I've been here screaming. Literally, go back to my YouTube channel. Let's see. Let's see. My first live stream. I mean, I've been doing this now since December of 2021. Now, my first stream was on Sologenics, Corium, and XRP. And then I was talking about Hedera and Quant in 2022 and Stellar and Hex and PulseChain. Like, I've been talking about these same coins since I started streaming. Not like, yeah, well, Cubic came and Flare. No, we were waiting on the Flare drop day one. Like, my shit has not changed. It's the same coins because if you do the research, everyone's going to come to the same conclusion. But people are lazy. They don't want to do the research. They go to Twitter and yeah, that's the truth right there. They're always talking about this shit for years. So all the receipts are here and almost everything has been proven right. It's just taking more time than I could have thought. And because the crypto market is no longer able to separate meme coins from Solana, guys. That's it right there. It's everyone's problem. You know, Blockworks is telling you right here. There's more to do on Solana than meme coins, but the market is not seeing it that way. Yeah, well, that's because if you're anyone that has a brain and you own a business or something that's making the transition to Web3 and you're looking for a blockchain and you're doing some research and you're looking at your blockchains and you realize one has went down and crashed 9 times, if you have an important product, something like with medical information or records or something that needs real-time data, you can't have it going down. So immediately people are going to say, oh, that shitty chain is out. I am not going to build there because we can't risk it going down. Like these guys, and these are Blockwork. This is the mainstream articles telling you this. And I'm just some idiot here with 2,000 followers, but I see what's going on. But the biggest people in crypto can't. Fefe Banter couldn't tell you Solana was a scam 6 months ago. How? Why? Because they chose not to. They're being paid to. So obvious, guys. So obvious. And the winners are going to keep winning. Then we're going to be told we were lucky. And it never ends. Please do a rundown on XPR live right now. I'll throw them down. I've been going for an hour right now. I will though. That gives me something to talk about tomorrow. Appreciate you though. I ain't mad at you. Nah, it's all good. It's all love thoughts. I know. That's it. I can have different opinions with people. Still be like, it's not. I don't take this shit personal. Like, yeah, what you just said here is exactly the same thing as me putting a tweet up earlier saying, I love XBCN. This is an awesome project, but it's on Solana, so I'm not doing it. I'm not going over there. So it's the same thing as me having like an emotional problem to it or a reason I won't touch it. It's the same thing. It's no different. 808 liquid burn was airdropped to PGGC stakers. Yup. Exactly. Bro, let's start that food and farm goal together. I have that same vision. Heck yeah. If you're a chef, Dave, we need chefs because we've been doing a lot the last couple of years. Lindsay crushes it, like growing the loofahs, growing all of our herbs and stuff. You know, basil, parsley, oregano, and all the vegetables. It's like now I look at a front lawn and I'm like, man, why would you just mow that and put chemicals on it? You could put 2 apple trees there. You could put a strawberry patch right there. That's how I look at yards now. It's completely different. Yeah, bro, honestly, you might as well. If you're going to start a meme coin, you just come out and just be like, this is a rug pull. I will pull the rug at some point. Will it be 1 day, 2 days, or 33 days? I don't know. This is the ultimate meme coin. It's going to rug, but can you make money on it? Because I promise you it will last. I guarantee you it works, bro. It's the market we're in. But look for the reverse carry trade, man. I really want to see this happen in the next week or two. And then that blood moon on the 14th of March, the last 2 or 3 of them that happened were the FTX collapse, the Celsius collapse, and I believe the Terra Luna collapse on the specific moon. So something bad's going to happen that day, and I'm praying that it's the carry trade unwinding because then we'll know we're right. But if it's something else, like we'll just, we'll adjust, we'll regroup and put a plan together and still come out on top. So smash that like button. If you need help, go to Viber Finance, book a one-on-one. We can look through your portfolio, see what you're doing right, see what you're doing wrong, all that good stuff. I'm out of here. See you.